I repeat that saying my grandpa used to always tell me: a wise man learns from other people's mistakes, and a smart man learns from his own mistakes. Yeah. And sometimes some of us are so smart it smarts. So.
Mm-hmm. And it's hard to look at your past self, and especially if it's the recent past, and say I was wrong. So I think a lot of libertarians have doubled and tripled and quadrupled down on not just their strategy, but the way they look at things, the way they speak, whatever particular political path they've chosen, so that if it ever gets questioned, not even criticized, just questioned, then they can have that same reaction that someone would have to having their religious beliefs questioned. And again, once you see this, it's hard to unsee it. So I see a lot of these things, and I know this because I used to react in the same way when, I was, one of those hardcore angry ANCAPs who would just go out a rant if anybody that would question, that's the perfect system or that's the perfect way or whatever. And I would just be, oh, wait, you're a statist, you're a heathen. You might as well say the same thing. When you're telling someone they're a statist, you're telling them that you're a heathen who doesn't believe in your religion. Right. And I was like that too. So again, I'm preaching to myself, I'm preaching to young Mark here. But I think we have to realize that if we just attack people's belief systems, we're not going to get anywhere. Then we're the heathen to them, they're the heathen to us, and nothing's going to change. So what we have to, I think, realize in some way, shape, or form is just accept the reality of our reality, that people are moved in other ways, that people are moved by myth, that people are moved by shared experiences. So maybe we need to get a little bit more into those shared experiences and into creating more of a religious movement of our own, I guess. But how do you do that? How do you call libertarianism the religion? Well, what's going to move people? What's the myth around that?
Orthodox libertarianism.
And that's why a lot of people say, do we need to create a new religion, or should we just have people follow the tenets of the existing religions that they already mostly believe in? So because if you actually follow Christ, or you actually live life like a Buddhist or like a Hindu, or really like any religion really describes. And I think for a long time I was so against religion because I saw so many people of a religious ilk not acting in a good way, and confusing the religiousness of it, the spirituality of it, with how certain people act. Well, the fact is, a lot of people name themselves things and don't act in those ways. That might even be the majority of Christians. That might even be the majority of Jews or Muslims or whatever that don't live in the way that they preach, But that doesn't mean that the teachings are wrong. That just means that the people aren't on the right path, or that they're veering off, because we're all humans anyway. So of course we're all going to veer off. That's kind of the whole point of like original sin, right? Like, we're not perfect. We can't be perfect, but we can try. We can aim in the right way. We can aim for the right mark. And if we aim for the right mark, well, at least we'll be in the right direction. But if we aim for the opposite direction, we aim for, Satanism or whatever, to kind of use the analogies here, if we aim for that, well, then we're going to be a lot farther away from actually hitting the mark.